Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to another video. Today we're going to be continuing with that little tutorial series I started where we looked at the lights, which, no, they do not work on this template, but we mainly took a look at the, okay, well, there's that problem where I said it gets stuck in that lore, but we were working on the doors. That's most important part right there, is that we were working on the doors. But today we're going to be looking at the camera system and how you get this part to work, as honestly out of all of them the doors were the most challenging, but to find a tutorial for originally, I feel like the cameras were the hardest one to find. So let's begin. So first thing you want to know is where you know, your main office or whatever you're going to be returning to. That's what this green die is for. Now the gray die is for your room, so I suggest you have a spare room ready at the go. Now the reason we have an anvil is so we can name our die. Just I'll also let the player know where they're going, so we can name this one office, and then you can name this kind of whatever, so we're just gonna call it cam 1. Just like that. Now you can see office in cam 1. You can have as many cameras as you want, because this is going to be an item-based camera system. So that way all the cameras would be in your hotbar right there. But we're just doing office in cam 1. So, first thing we want to do is we want to make the office work. So, we're going to go over here for it. So we're going to need a command block. We want this to be repeating and always active. And we want /test for @e type equals item, comma, name equals, and then whatever you named your item. So we want office. So we want office. Then close the bracket. So if you did this correctly, when you throw office down, it should send out a redstone signal, which is why you're going to need a comparator in front of that. So when we throw office, you're going to see that this does work indeed. So if this does happen, we're going to want a command block and a repeater, and not a barrier. Wait, do we want to? I think we want that right there, and then a command block, and that. So as you can see, there is 2 ticks total in between this. So this is detecting for the item. This is going to teleport the player. This is going to give the player the item back. That is what this structure block is for. So the way we're going to set this up is these coordinates over here, we're going to change them all to 1, except the zeros. The zeros stay the same. So we change -1 to 1, 5 to 1, 5, you know, we're just changing all of these to 1. And remove blocks on, I believe. It's been a while. And then you're going to name this whatever you named the item, just so you know, remember. So save. Now it should just be this top block right here, and that is very important. So next what you want to do is, since this is for office, we're going to throw office into it. Now without picking it up, we're going to save it. That saves that item to this structure block right here. Now next things that we want to do, so this is for the office, so I don't normally do this, but we're going to mark where we're going to be teleporting with a green block on both rooms. Well, actually, no, not in both rooms, just the office. Just so I can remember better, because I'm a moron. Anyway, but, so this will be /teleport all players, so @p, TP @p, and then you want your coordinates So 172.60. 172.60. So negative 172 negative 60. And this is going to be different for you. And then 173 after that. Negative 173. Making sure that's just a negative really quick. Yes. Okay, so now this will teleport us. And before you throw the item and test it and everything, I do recommend putting a button on it. So yes, I do teleport to that block now. What if I want to be facing the door? That's simple. We kind of just, I think maybe just a block in front of you. So just, the only difference between the two coordinates is just add 173 in the beginning. So what you want to do is go facing negative, not M, geez, negative 173. What is going on? Negative 60. Negative 173. This controller has some stick drift, so now if we did all that correctly, now you can see we're always going to be teleporting facing forward, and if we just face back like backwards, see, we're always going to be teleported back there. So now you can see we can be teleported just by throwing this item. So now the last thing we want to do before I add another part to this is this. So we're going to do /structure underscore load the name of the structure, so office, and now you're going to want these first coordinates, so 172.60 blah blah blah, negative 172.60 173. So now if we just quickly I think maybe is it just like structure load? How am I flying? Whoa. Why did it just teleport me? Wait. Yep. Okay, it worked. So I'm just going to quickly disconnect that really quick. I'm going to click that, and you will see that the item office will appear there. Now there's a reason for this, because we don't want these items just lying around, you know, or just, it's going to be a mess, and it's going to ruin your camera system. Trust me, I have learned from experience. We're going to want a little mechanism right here. This first command block is going to be repeating and always active. So /test4 @e type equals item. So only items. So you can see it activates when I throw items, but no item with a specific name. Now, this one is going to be /kill all entities type equals no uppercase item, and then close bracket. So now, if I were to throw office, oh god, I did something wrong. Oh, I know what I did wrong. 1 second. So here's the problem I discovered with doing this wrong, is that if you do this wrong, you will be infinitely teleported there multiple times. Holy crap, does it get annoying. And it is the simplest error. It is to add 1 tick to that. Because see, 1 tick, 2 tick. So there needs to be 2 ticks waiting. So now that I've fixed my mistake, I can re-enable command block. We're going to go over here, throw it. Okay, everything worked except for me getting the item back. Why, I do not know. Worked that time. Okay, we're going to try again. Why do I really hate this right now? Okay, I'm going to add a tick to that just to see what happens. Well, nothing broke. Okay, that worked. I don't know why I did that, but adding a tick to that worked. So now I can go like way over here. And as you can see, the old item will be deleted. And I will get a brand new item, still labeled office, so I can infinitely teleport back to the office. So now, this right here is one camera. Basically, then just for every camera you want, you just lay this out. I don't know why I'm having serious, like, the stick drift, I don't remember it being this bad, because my other controller is charging. So, that is the setup right there. So now, but for another camera, you don't want to be standing on the floor most of the time with these cameras, at least me, so, because, you know, security cameras are normally up in the corner of the room. So, you're gonna, like, label out the space with barriers. Now, no, I'm not gonna just sit here, obviously I'm gonna break them, but see, this actually gives you the illusion, like, oh, I'm in the camera, you know, like, I'm watching. So for now, though, we're gonna break those barriers, and just remember, that is our spot. Oh, we're also gonna need another structure block. There's going to be like this setup right here is going to be it for every one of them. The structure block is always going to be the only ones because you just want that space right above the block. That's yeah. So these settings, and then this is for cam 1. So cam 1. Remember to save. That is a very important thing. Now cam 1 does not have anything yet, as you can see. And crap. Well, I think you get it, though. So just this for every system. So remember, you're going to test for the item, then it teleports you, then it loads the structure, and you get this. And if you continuously get teleported back and forth, remember to check your killing command, because that has messed me up so many times. It has been so irritating. So, that's the cameras. And the doors. And I would say the lights, but we never made those work. So, but thank you for watching this episode of tutorials on how to make things in Minecraft. Now, actually, I'd like to leave a note on this last video. I did not say this on the first one. This is for consoles, not PC players. Because I'm playing on the PS4, so this probably works on the PS5 and the Xboxes and stuff. So I'm leaving that out there. It is not for PC, Java, or whatever. This is for consoles. Because I've had a tough time finding tutorials for that. But thank you for watching. I'll see you in the next one.